welcome to the YouTube Space New York. Thank you so much for joining us here today. We're YouTube Music and YouTube Space could not be more excited to welcome you here for this special, intimate experience with the man that you came here to see. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and give a warm welcome to Common.
Peace. What's up, y'all? Everybody feeling good? Great, 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 great. I love it. Yes, feel better. Thank you all for being here. This is an incredible honor for me to be here with YouTube Music and to be able to share this new music of mine, this new album called Let Love. I saw this sign and I was like, this fly, man. Like, my album, man. My album. I got an album. Somebody just asked me, like, well, Common, wait, you releasing some new music? And I was like, yes, I love music. Like, music it's in my soul, it's in my spirit. It's been the thing that, like, has allowed me to find out things about myself, to connect with people all over the globe, to just discover everything from blackness to international to just who I am. So I'm really pleased and feel blessed that this new project, Let Love, is something that I've been able to focus on, like, and give my heart to the music. And I say that because, you know, I wrote a book called Let Love Have the Last Word. And the book, I was having a meeting with my team, and they were sitting around. We were sitting around talking about ideas of how, you know, what we want to do with the book. And they had come up with an idea about me doing an EP that was, you know, based on the book. And it just kind of sparked a light for me because I love having a theme to what I do. I love, like, when I have a title. If I got the title, it's like I'm off and running. So this Let Love Have the Last Word was really the seed and the incubus of the music, like basing things around the book. Because of the book allowed me to go to deeper places within myself, the music became more personal. And I felt like as we were creating it, I started to feel like, wait, well, this is a mixture of Marvin Gaye with DJ Premier with Radiohead, you know, like because just we take it to different places. And the musicians that I worked with, Kareem Riggins, Samora Pender-Hughes, Kareem produced the album. Samora Pender-Hughes and Bernice Travis, we call him Boom Bishop, co-produced the album. We all created, and just was moments of soul and spirit coming through. I wanted the music to be spiritual. I wanted it to be fun. I wanted it to be revealing. So we're going to get into this ride. Like, it's not an EP, it's an LP. I'm very pleased to say, like, this is an album. It's just, and this is me just going into that world of music that I love and, like, speaking from the heart and soul with who I am and where I am right now. So the first song is called Good Morning Love. And, yeah, it's just like, good morning, love. When you wake up, you know, you want to feel that love. And I believe that this song, for me, as I was writing it, I wanted it to be that introduction to what this project is about, to give you, it's almost like if you come into the beginning of a story or a play, you get introduced to characters. Or if you go into church, you hear that benediction or something, you know, or that's the first part, right? When you go to church, yeah. I go to church now, like, you know, but, you know, non-traditional now, but I go to church. So anyway, yeah, so I wanted this to be that beginning where, you know, it kind of just washes over you like the sun. Good morning, love. So let's get into this one. This one is featuring Samora Pender-Hughes. This is Good Morning, Love.
When we wash all our pain away, Will my people ever be safe in the land that takes us and breaks us? I can't be sure.
Walking with the Lord, I see footprints. My mama always told me use my good sense. Common always looking for the good sense. Since we all got good in our essence. In the hood sense, we all good anyway. That's why you always hear another dollar, another day. I see the day as a new beginning. Movement of the people, movement of the women to get the earth spinning in the right direct. This movie of life sometimes might project scenes that don't seem serene. I like Palo Santo, put on Love Supreme and get into the being of the great I am. That's when I get to seeing just how great I am. Many, many times for mistakes I ran, but I'm just a cake, let me bake, goddamn. I pray I don't forsake my man, and whenever I fall on faith I land. Imperfections, resurrections, in the mirror staring at God's reflection, reflecting on my aggressions, on my progressions, on my obsessions. There's a lesson in not feeling less than and seeing life itself as a blessing.
When we wash all our pain away, we say, oh my Lord. When we can't make it through the day, we pray, oh my Lord. Is a test coming to my faith? We pray, oh my Lord. Will my people ever be safe in the land that takes us and breaks us? I can't be sure.
The jubilee of a newer me, giving my enemies something new to see. My community, they be fueling me. In the struggle of us, there's a unity. The moral universe, stay schooling me. Will the King of Kings really ruling me? I'm an instrument, stay in tune with me. This orchestrated by Kareem Samore booming me. If Agape had a Cupid, she'd be shooting me. This rap here is fear's eulogy. Escape rooms with glasses of wine, just another crutch for my brokenness. A term that I got from my therapist. As a black man, I feel I should be sharing this. In the hood, they say we crazy and we derelicts, but we need it for our kids and our marriages. The old folks say we don't do that, but taking care of self is the new black. Unconventional ways, unconditional ways. Meditation, mindfulness, it's just giving the praise. I'm in a phase, all I see is victory. You on that wave, then come and get with me. I only want what's meant for me, and say the things that's sent to me. In penitentiaries, I'm at the most enlightened. Finding the losses, heaven's excitement. I write with the force of a kid that wanted to be in the source, but that changed the course. I maintained the source and became a boss. I apologize if I came across as judgmental or self-righteous, cause in you, I see His likeness.
When we wash all our pain away, we say, oh my Lord. When we can't make it through the day, we pray, oh my Lord. Is a test coming to my faith? We pray, oh my Lord. Will my people ever be safe in the land that takes us and breaks us? I can't be sure.
Yes. So that was Good Morning, Love. And you know, a lot of the things as I was even listening to it, I think in the book, but also in the music, I wanted to discuss things that I feel as a black man we don't discuss sometimes when I'm talking about therapy and talking about ways of mindfulness and meditation, and just offer, you know, even talking about love in this way is something that I feel like as men, we were not just black men, but as men, as part of culture, you don't, you know, you've been told that that's the vulnerable places is not the places to go. And I just wanted that vulnerability to come through the music because it's a freedom in that. And yeah, so that's why even in the second verse, I started off as kind of, I remember I was writing it in my place in Brooklyn, just I kind of got up and heard that music and I was like, the jubilee of a newer me, giving my enemies something new to see. My community, they be fueling me. In the struggle of us, there's a unity. The moral universe, stay schooling me. Will the King of Kings really ruling me? I'm an instrument, stay in tune with me. This orchestrated by Kareem Samore booming me. If Agape had a Cupid, she'd be shooting me. This rap here is fear's eulogy. Escape rooms with glasses of wine, just another crutch for my brokenness. A term that I got from my therapist. As a black man, I feel I should be sharing this. In the hood, they say we crazy and we derelicts, but we need it for our kids and our marriages. Though old folks say we don't do that, but taking care of self is the new black. Unconventional ways, unconditional ways, meditation, mindfulness, it's just giving the praise. I'm in a phase, all I see is victory. You on that wave, then come and get with me. I only want what's meant for me. And say the words that's sent to me. In penitentiaries, I met the most enlightened. Finding the lost is heaven's excitement. I write with the force of a kid that wanted to be in the source, but that changed, of course. I maintained the sauce and became a boss. I apologize if I came across as judgmental or self-righteous, because in you, I see his likeness. Good morning, love. You know, the initial concept for this album was I was going to name every song with love in the title of it. So this next song is called Her Love, but it's those who may know I've done a song called I Used to Love Her. And yeah, and that song, yeah, what did it say? You know some of the beginning of it? Let me hear some of that. Okay, wait, let me hear a couple bars.
She was old school and I was just a shorty, never knew throughout my days. And so when I was 10 years old, and what I love most, she had so much soul. She was old school, and I was just a shorty, never knew throughout my days. She would be there for me on a regular. Not a church girl, she was secular.
Ooh, give it up, man. Come on now. Come on now. It's hip-hop. Hip-hop. Yes. So I wanted to write about hip-hop and the culture 25 years later after I Used to Love Her. Because, you know, a lot of the evolution of it, I've been through different phases, like love. At times I was like, man, why are you changing? What's going on? I don't like it. And then at times I'm like, man, you got to change. You got to grow. And I've come into that understanding, just like with a human being or somebody that I love, that the culture has to grow. And I have to, in true love and unconditional love is like allowing the culture to grow and loving it for what it is. And I think I've come to that understanding just, you know, just through evolving and trying to grow as a person, but also just listening to some of the music that's tight, you know, from the new generation and hearing these new voices and recognizing that they're expressing hip hop in the way they see it. And that's what the culture is about. So what better producer could I get to produce this song than the late, great Jay Dilla? So Detroit, shout out to Detroit. So JD, who was my roommate and one of my closest friends and collaborator, produced so many great songs. His spirit is still with us. For many times, I didn't think about doing a song to his music, to, you know, unreleased beats, because I just felt like, man, we need to create this together. But someone close to me was playing me a song, and they was like, you should use this break right here. And I was like, no, I don't want to use a Dilla beat because, you know, this is a song that was already out. And she was like, yo, you should use this break right here. It's great. And I was like, I don't know, Dilla. I don't want to use a Dilla beat because I want us to make it together. Well, I called Kareem and was like, man, you heard this break before? This Dilla break. He was like, man, he made that beat for you. And it kind of just touched me, man. I almost got teary-eyed because I was like, man, I didn't realize that. Like, you know, I'm hearing this break, and I didn't even remember that he made the beat for me. So it kind of gave me an opening to be like, you know what? It's okay to use a JD beat. His spirit wants you to use it. Like, continue that. So as I started to write Her Love, we were looking for the right music, and Kareem had some unreleased Jay Dilla tracks. And we found this piece of music, and I was like, this is it. And I wanted to write about hip-hop to this, and we ended up getting Daniel Caesar to sing the hook, and additional vocals by Dwele because he collaborated with Dilla a lot. So this one is like Detroit, yo. So this one is Her Love, and yeah, let's get into it. This is about hip-hop. Yeah. Dilla. Two DJs, one microphone, we freestyle, we write at home. It don't, we go on. You the one I can't leave alone. You grown, I know you grown. When I'm in you, I feel home. We in the house of love, no lie. Appreciate you more as time goes by. When it's truly true, it don't die. I see you in LA, I see you in NY, I see you in the A, I see you in the Shy. I hear you in J, still make the song cry. Truthfully, I wanna rhyme like common sense. You the one that gave me that confidence. You the one that told me about consciousness and said, see beyond my metropolis. You put the boogaloo pop lock in this. We too far, ain't no stopping this.
Who knew that we would take it this far? I love you, so just be who you are. Who knew that we would take it this far? I love you, so just be who you are.
Here we go. They say that love makes you grow. You've been sensational, instrument and intentional. In my life, you've been vocal, but at times I felt like I didn't know you. Now I know you had to grow too and experience life so you can know you. We all change for what it's worth. You an angel and still down to earth. In many ways, you like my religion. When no one else did, to me you listen. Gangsters, gods, you hug and kiss them. No matter, you stayed in my system. Your eyes glisten, you talk vision of partying and getting people out of prison. Through the struggle, you taught us the Nipsey hustle. That's why we all love you.
Who knew that we would take it this far? I love you, so just be who you are. Who knew that we would take it this far? I love you, so just be who you are.
You gave me a voice in the world. It's been hard to choose another girl. They trip when you mumble, they trip when you sing, but you gave us a chance to dream. In Young Thugs, you see a future. You recognize Little Uzi ain't here to shoot ya. At 21, you knew I was savage, but you said, Common, you will never be average. It's a cold world. We need J. If you could .com, you could .k. You rock 2 chains, keep your mind free. You see a Malcolm X in a YG. You told me I'm the main like Gucci, with a chance to rap and make movies. You gave meals to the meat to inherit the earth. Before me too, you said ladies first. Things get rocky, you there ASAP. Rocky a bird, you there to swerve. I want you to get the love you deserve. My will made it on the mic with words. With no name, I was a hard MC. Loving hip-hop on some Cardi B. Now you a part of me, creating Tyler style. A future ain't odd to see. Free spirit with young Will like Jaden. When I see you, you never aging. Made in America for the world to see. You everybody's but you my girl to me. I'm forever yours to the TikTok. I'm still talking about you hip-hop.
Who knew that we would take it this far? I love you, so just be who you are. Who knew that we would take it this far? I love you, so just be who you are.
Yeah, we keep, we keep, yeah, yeah. So that's Her Love. Yeah, man, I'm very just Man, I'm grateful to talk about hip-hop, grateful to be a part of the culture. I love this culture. I wouldn't, like, this the culture that really has allowed me to go to different places around the world to meet our first black president and Michelle Obama, First Lady Michelle Obama, and be rapping in the White House. So it's like, this is hip-hop that did that. Like, I don't know no other way would I have made it to the White House in the right time to be in the White House, you know. Yeah. So, you know, in that verse, the third verse, I kind of wanted to get into, like, some of this new generation and just, like, you know, rock off their names. That's why I said, you gave me a voice in the world. It's been hard to choose another girl. They trip when you mumble. They trip when you sing. But you gave us a chance to dream. In Young Thugs, you see a future. You recognize Lil Uzi ain't here to shoot you. At 21, you knew I was savage. But you said, Common, you'll never be average. It's a cold world. We need Jay. If you could .com, you could .k. You rock 2 chains, keep your mind free. You see a Malcolm X in a YG. You told me I'm the main like Gucci with a chance to rap and make movies. You gave meals to the meek to inherit the earth. Before Me Too, you said ladies first. Things get rocky, you there ASAP. Rocky or Ferg, you there to swerve. I want you to get the love you deserve. My will made it on the mic with words. With no name, I was a hard MC. Loving hip-hop on some Cardi B. Now you a part of me, creating Tyler style. A future ain't odd to see. Free spirit with young Will like Jaden. When I see you, you never aging. Made in America for the world to see. You everybody's but you, my girl to me. I'm forever yours to the TikTok. I'm still talking about you, hip-hop, hip-hop. Yeah, so y'all, this next song is called Hercules, and it's one of those songs that, for me, sometimes I just rap and talk shit and just go into it, you know? Like, and I mean, that's how I just started off MCing, like, just talking shit, like, yo, this is what I do, I'm a cold MC, like, so it's got some of that in it and just got some of those elements. I mean, the title really just came about because when we create in the studio, like, they playing the music, drums is already there. Kareem has recorded the drums, and we got a drum loop going, and I'm just freestyling. So at one point, I think during the freestyle, I was like, something work with these, Hercules, and then I was just like, yo, just call it Hercules for now. That was the working title. And then that's the title. But I think music should come spontaneous and natural without, you know, putting too much thought in everything. Sometimes it's just got to be a feeling. So Hercules, this one got Swiss on the vocals because we wanted that energy to be there with it. So y'all check this out. This Hercules.
Free a nigga don't, freedom is a line, even if it's long, keep it on the stones. Pocket full of, rocket full of, I'm cold, niggas freeze like I'm about to stick 'em up. I'm particular about my vernacular. I'm not particular with what I got off in this cup. This section, man, they ate us, man, they said we not enough. Started from the bottom, now we up. Turn a nigga up. Why you tryna buck up? Photoshop hustler, picture getting touched up. I'm a constructor of tearing down structure. They wanna cuff us, really it's just us. That's why we kick dust up. Noriega, what? Like Jigga nigga, what? Who? Don't care what other crews do. I cruise through crucial, black like voodoo. A guru, what a new.
They waiting on you to come outside. Just so they can downplay your line. But I'm never scared. Can't move me out of business.
Nah, nigga, not free your mind. We keep eat rocked in time. Cut us, we gon' bleed up divine. Turn it, that what we up and wine. we on the grind. Grinding, designing, like Virgil Abloh, we shining. We move mountains while climbing. I'm into fine things, like dining with fine things. My dreams found wings on the back of the struggle. Pull a back muscle, back to the hustle. Rap for the devil and the black couples that lay troubles down and let love do its diligence. I'm militant for villages, the villainous they pillage us, but willing with the real in us.
They waiting on you to come outside, just so they can downplay your life, But I'm never scared, Can't move me out of there,
Ghost of the past telling me to blast, telling me to fast, telling me to go whoop a nigga ass. Vast is the task that grasp the mass, cast over the mass, the dash for cast at last pass. Slow down, we can hold down for the profound thoughts that go round. The world is your town, it's my town, it's the new wave. We on high ground. Come on.
Hey. What you just heard was exclusive. Common. Showtime. Sound. God damn it!
That's some fighting music. I like some fighting music sometimes. Especially because, you know, I be wanting sometimes people to work out to my music. People don't be working out to my music, so that's one they maybe could work out to, or at least fight to. You're a fighter, yeah, you got them? All right, Hercules, man, yeah, so that was, like I said, with Swiss, and, you know, I'm just having fun with it, styling with it on that joint, really, more than anything. I say, free a nigga mind, free a nigga dome. Freedom is a line, even if it's long. Keep it on the stones. Pocket full of, rocket full of, I'm cold, niggas freeze like I'm about to stick 'em up. I'm particular about my vernacular. I'm not particular but what I got off in this cup. This section, man, they ate us, man. They said we not enough. Started from the bottom, now we up. Turn a nigga up. Why you trying to buck up? Photoshop hustler, picture getting touched up. I'm a constructor, a tearing down structure. They wanna cuff us. Really, it's just us. That's why we kick dust up. Noriega, what? Like Jigga nigga, what? Who? Don't care what other crews do. Crews do crucial. Black like voodoo, a guru of the new. The style, you know, just messing with the styles and stuff. Having fun with it. So that was Hercules. So the next song is called Fifth Story. And I love telling stories, you know. It's just something about, I always think of rap as storytelling anyway in itself. You know, for me, I like to come up with stories. All my stories are not always the true, like it's like I'm using imagination, and the more I get into character, it's fiction. Thank you for that word. Yes, it's fiction. And with my imagination, you know, I've just like come up with those fictional stories, and it's fun to do, like fun to create. And this one in particular, I came up with the end of the story first, and then kind of had to like create this story where the ending is like I really earned the ending. And I kind of, you know, from doing film work and different things like that, I really have gotten into like, how does a story arc? Like, where does it go? And like, how do you take people on a ride, and also getting into characters? So this one is called Fifth Story. You know, you all will follow it, but it's about a couple. So check it out, Fifth Story.
They dated 3 years before they got married. Lived next door to my homeboy Mary, right in South Shore where the bodies get buried. Her family Jamaican, she nice with the curry like Steph. She step back and splash spices. Kit Kats and cakes was her vices. Vanilla icing with the strawberry. She was lactose, so she rarely ate dairy. Her husband named Terry knew where to get the good cake. Vegan, black owned for the hood's sake. Today was one of them days she couldn't wait, and she got off work a little late. Shortcake after a long day. The smell of perfume in the hallway. Terry opened the door like, what up, bae? Nigga acting like it's just another day. She dropped her bags, quickly kissed him. She was on a mission, went straight to the kitchen. Looked at the cake and noticed it was different. Thinking to herself, why this nigga get this one? Opened the box, there was 2 pieces missing. Is it just suspicion or a woman's intuition? Terry moved positions to give her a hug. Right then, she noticed lipstick on the mug.
This motherfucker supposed to be the nigga that loved ya. If he did this, that's fucked up. You know we gon' lie like Russia. Now I got a spy. Asked a few things and he did reply. Trying to see truth looking deep in his eye. I'ma need proof or he gon' deny. Pissed thinking about a bitch feet in the sky. It's crazy, I was thinking you were my baby. Wasn't looking both ways, you played me. Now you're running away from blaming. So crazy, you gon' make me wanna go and get real again. You gon' make me have to go and get real again. You're driving me crazy, now I'm feeling it. So don't speak, I don't wanna hear your synonyms.
She like, damn, like Kendrick from Compton. Wondering if her man on some Tristan Thompson. Is it reality or in her conscience? That's wild if he did it in their apartment. The nerve of this nigga. She gon' have to swerve on this nigga. Put the clothes on the curb of this nigga. He even changed his shirt, cause this nigga must be into something. Whole house clean, could tell he was frontin'. She went to the back, the trash, he had dumped him. The bedroom, the bathroom, trash, he had dumped him. Usually round the crib, he don't never do nothing. Hunting and sniffing around for what's relevant. Might get the sniffing his nuts like an elephant. Some niggas is anti-intelligent. That bullshit, he kept on selling it like a trap house. His story was the neighbor got locked out and had to come over. Birth of a salesman, he almost sold her till she saw strands of blue hair on his shoulder. Sitting cussing on the couch in her spot. Saw Love and Hip Hop was recently watched. Something that he wouldn't. Why she thinking, Terry, you should've kept your dick in the box.
This motherfucker supposed to be the nigga that loved ya. If he did this, that's fucked up. You know we gon' lie like Russia. Now I got a spy. Asked a few things and he did reply. Trying to see truth looking deep in his eye. I'ma need proof or he gon' deny. Pissed thinking about a bitch feet in the sky. It's crazy, I was thinking you were my baby. Looking both ways, you played me. Now you're running away from blaming. So crazy, you gon' make me wanna go and get real again. You gon' make me have to go and get real again. You're driving me crazy, now I'm feeling it. So don't speak, I don't wanna hear your synonyms.
When she's stressed out, she start eating. Went to the kitchen for that cake she was tweaking. He gave reasons, now she believing he cared too much to be out here cheating. Like she freezing, his arms wrapped around her. From wild to a calm that's around her. Terry thinking he gon' put her on that counter. She like quiet, he gon' make her get louder. She found a knife for the cake to start cutting. Terry said stop. All of a sudden, baby, I must have been on one. This got dairy in it, I got the wrong one. The phone rung, it was the bakery he got the cake from. To make her feel good, he put it on speaker so she wouldn't be insecure like Issa. The clerk said, Mr. Terry, yo, you left your visa. And it was really real good to meet your wife. Her blue hair was fresh, her perfume was nice. Things got ice. He about to feel that spice. She remember going up flight smelling perfume and seeing blue hair in the bathroom. As Terry mumbled, telling his story, she pushed him out the window of the 5th story.
You say he deserve all that, did he? You say he deserve that? No, he didn't deserve all that now. Okay, he's still living. There you go. She got the continuation. She said he got 2 broke legs. He's still living. That was 5th story. Yeah, 5th story. That was LaKaylee 47. Yeah, she's a dope artist, man. That's from BK/ from Virginia. She's super dope. And yeah, she did that hook. But I kind of was rhyming, and then I came up with the ending, and then I was like, okay, I gotta do something. Yeah, the ending. I took it. It was a lot for you. It went there. It's fictional. It remind you, give you a testify. Yeah. Story. Well, I love to get into stories like that, and of course, sometimes I don't want you to know what the ending is and the ending, but maybe the dude is still living. Who knows? Yeah. Well, you know, this album, like I said, has a lot of different colors and different emotions, and what the spirit of it overall is like all like different places of me in music too. So one of the places that I went to was a song. I wrote a song for my mother called "Forever Your Love," and I really wanted to talk about it because just earlier this year, my mother went into surgery, and the surgery lasted a lot longer than they projected. So, you know, and when you're waiting, you know, I went around to go try to act, you know, do regular things for the day while she was in surgery. But as it started to prolong, what was supposed to be at the longest a 5-hour surgery, it got to like 7 hours. You kind of like, okay, what's going on? Like, let me know what's happening. So I had a moment just with God and myself, just really like thinking how valuable my mother is to me, what she's been in my life. So this song, I decided to write because I always give homage, and my father's been on a lot of my albums. But I was like, this is really my, time to really celebrate my mother, the person who raised me and showed me so much of what love is. So I called it Forever Your Love. It's featuring BJ the Chicago Kid. Y'all check it out. This Forever Your Love.
When the day breaks, I display grace through infinite takes and heartbreaks. The ground shakes, talks around race. Through birthquakes, I keep my crown straight and bow face to you as salutations. I hold you high, you brought me in creation. You were patient with me dribbling in the basement and said, where's your common sense, boo? Don't waste it. The pain that you had, it was hard to place it. For my dad, I couldn't be a replacement. I yearn for plates with catfish and collard greens. You got me into school off of mama schemes. I know I can lean on you for anything. Ain't have to want for nothing. You my everything. They say we don't get to choose our mothers. Somehow I know our souls chose each other.
Saying something, please protect this family. Give cover from the world's insanities. I know you got a lot on your plate. Stress is on a lot of your faith, and no matter what's coming, I will be there, I will be there.
Jesus walked across my lawn and told me you the mom I'm supposed to have. Nobody in my life is as close as that. If I'ma write you a song, ain't no holding back. Now, I wasn't raised in no cul-de-sac. You said stay in school cause you ain't know I rap. Teaching me in moments I ain't know was class. That's why every girl I gone with be showing class. When I showed my ass, you gave me a whipping. The paradigm shifted and parenting is different. Black woman strength in search of vulnerability. You did everything you could and did it willingly. Instilled in me values of what a child do. To say you my mom, I'm ever so proud to. You wrote me letters to get myself better. I still cherish when we pray together. That's the time I really feel the Lord. I thank you for your declarations and your vision board. It hit a chord when they rolled you into surgery. Mama, you the sky and earth to me.
Saying something, please protect this family. Give cover from the world's insanities. I know you got a lot on your plate. Stress is on a lot of your faith, and no matter what's coming, I will be there, I will be there.
So that's Forever Your Love. You know, paying honor to my mom, and shoot, I love, you know, I talk about us praying, and like, I love, you know, we just was praying earlier, like on the phone, just she send them prayers. Those are things that I like really do value. So I wanted to let her know all the things that I value about her. And I sent her the song just recently, and she was, you know, she didn't say how much she felt it. Well, she did say she felt it. She was like, I felt it. But she told Tamara she was really crying. She told me, yo, some tears came to my eyes. That she told Tamara, like, yo, I was crying when I heard that song. But she said, why you tell people I gave you whippings? I was like, you did, shoot. You was giving me whippings. What you talking about? I know it's politically incorrect now, but back then it was happening, you know. Yeah, so that was that Forever Your Love. I want to shout out Beatrice. We just recorded that song. Beatrice is an engineer I work with, incredible, talented Beatrice. We just finished that. That was the last song I recorded for the album. Beatrice went on a ride with us. She one of the greats, so I'm just real grateful that she here. That was Forever Your Love. So this next song is called Leaders. It's one of the first songs we worked on for the album, and you know, I really just wanted to MC on this song, and I kind of really entitled it Leaders because I was thinking about leaders, like I was thinking about Chicago heroes because I kind of started to rhyme off like that, and it made me think about leaders and just people within the community that lead us. And at the same token, I was just really just MCing. It's a store in Chicago called Leaders, this legendary. So I kind of was giving homage to my city and the Chicago heroes and just going into a rap thing. So this is Leaders. DJ A-Track, or A-Track, the producer DJ, is featured on here because he added this speech from, did like a scratch speech that we added at the end. So check this out. This is Leaders.
I'm in the Chi-Town heroes like Fred Hampton and neighborhood depots, the rebirth of D-Rose, the eye of an ego. I keep on the people, some getting repo, some need clothes. Since I was a shorty, I had vision like Coleco. Opportunity knocks, I'm looking through the peephole. In my daughter's laugh, I can hear a deep soul. E was my first love, now I'm on the sequel. Heart stay open, in you I keep go. Crossroads of beast mode to peace mode, southeast code, Avalon to Ecosoft. Too much on my back for me to set it off from the offset. I just wanna be like Cartier Anse or Harry Belafonte. Whenever I eat, my peeps get the same entree, like they my fiance. It ain't easy when niggas like feed me. When I ain't got it, they don't believe me. Read me truth, lead me truth. The birth of freedom can't be induced. We reproduce, so our fruits can see the fruits of harvest for the world that the mustard seed produce. Faith walk my thoughts through yellow tape and chalk. Tiger style, getting back on course.
Well, they want us to be in jail, but you know we'll never fail. We going up, yeah, we going up, and no, this soul is not for sale. I won't put that on them scales, and I know we will prevail.
Man, I'm struggling, man, I be struggling till something inside tell me to come again. Like when you fucking and you get another win. I'm from the city of win, that's another win. Take the L, green line, red line, get your paper headlines. Trying to feed your fam, get fed time. It happens, trapping and rapping got us backed in to a corner. It's normal for black men. The Marcus Garvey, Bob Marley reenactment. Savion with a beer, yo, I'm tapped in. Stretch money and make it to a back bend. Frontin' niggas try to front you on the back end. Live from the shop where guns be clapping. Poetic justice with raps I'm snapping. Meditating to Kamasi song, ask him. Robbing and basking, nah, heroes ain't masked men. When I do it calm, do it with passion. My compassion for brown and black skin. In the hood, I used to backspin. Now I'm spinning back in the hood. When I'm back, yo, it's good. If you stand up, then that's understood. I tell the black sheep, don't react to them wolves' crib love. Our heroes are on mirrors, so 5-year-olds get told in their earlobe that they can let fear go. Souls clear away, let these poems pirouette or pirouette in the silhouette of blackness and cigarettes.
Well, they want us to be in jail, but you know we'll never fail. We going up, yeah, we going up, and oh, this soul is not for sale. I won't put that on them scales, and I know we will prevail.
I don't support the rights of people because I'm a politician. I support the rights of people because it's deep within me, a natural part of my own development. I am the outgrowth not of this father and mother. I'm the result of 400 and some odd years of struggle.
So that was Leaders, and that voice you heard at the last, the scratch that A-Track put in was the voice of Mayor Harold Washington, the late great Mayor Harold Washington. He was the first black mayor of Chicago, so I kind of, wanted to put little jewels and gems of Chicago into that song, Leaders. So this next song is called, yes.
If you're calling that song Leaders, why did you make the statement that you cannot induce freedom? A leader should be able to induce freedom.
No, I ain't saying we can't induce freedom. Yeah, let me think about the lyric. What let me say. I start the second verse. We reproduce, so our fruits can see the fruits. That's what I said. We reproduce, so our fruits can see the fruits. A harvest for the world that the mustard seed produce. Faith walk my thoughts through yellow tape and chalk, tiger style, getting back on course. So I see freedom. I see freedom all the time. I'm gonna tell you about freedom. We're gonna walk freedom, huh? It's this store downtown. It's a popular store. I think one of them is on the south side too. So, yeah, Leaders. I don't know the street to be honest, but you can go support it. It's definitely it's a black-owned store. Like it's good. Like Leaders, and RSVP. Go support them too, cause that's Don C's store.
The vowels, LDR.
Yeah. Good, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah. So yeah, that was Leaders. This next one, as I spoke about, this song is called Memories of Home. And, I talked about a lot of things in this book that made me reveal things to myself. I talked about therapy, but I also talked about being molested. And that was really a step forward for me, just being a person, along with all the other things, being a black man, a guy in hip hop, a dude from the South Side. For me to talk about that situation and being molested was something it was liberating, but it took some courage from me, and I had to work to get there. Thank you, but I talked about it because I feel that it's something that we experience in our culture, and is kept so quiet that it becomes part of a cycle, because it's a secret thing that goes on, and then it's kids don't know what to do when that happens to them, and people don't know, and I really felt that I wanted to talk about it, so by telling my story, maybe other people will open up about them, about their story, and figure out ways to heal themselves, and I want to be a part of stopping the cycle. Simple as that. So this song is called Memories of Home, and it gets into that subject matter. It's deep about music because as I was writing the book, I wrote about certain things, but I hadn't written about this. And I was actually had this piece of music and started writing about this, and I was I'm putting it in the music, but I hadn't put it in the book. And I was having a conversation with someone from my team, with Tamara, and she was like, man, well, you might need to still share this in the book. And I only bring this up to say music has truly been an outlet for me to, I was talking about it more in the music than I did even in the book. So it's been a true outlet for me to just express myself. So this is Memories of Home, featuring BJ, the Chicago Kid again. So check it out.
My first memory, my birthday on a party bus. Pops wasn't there, but that would not be us. In mom's arms, in God we trust. Black mama love, everything marvelous. I didn't know what I was missing. Part of a system, pops is gone. Uncle in prison, inside wishing for a man to teach me about girls and religion. Made my own rendition of grinding and kissing. Weekend calls to my dad, I listen. Still I felt distant, distant like love. There's only so far that words could really hug. Didn't wanna be a thug, older niggas I bang with. I learned a lot from them cuts in the basement. The smell of blunts laced with a little bit of spice. Wise high niggas giving me advice. We go out and start fights, scuff up our nights, come back and talk crap and shoot a little dice. This is a slice of life and memories sitting in my mind vividly. Often they visit me.
I'm just trying to find a way, understand. How do I rewind the tape? Been living it. Staying out late and playing in Wonderland. Is it in God's plan? I'm just trying to find my way to understand.
Metaphors can't explain how far I came. A young man at work, I made my own lane. Steered away from pain, relied on drive. There's an old saying, don't cry, survive. As I kept building, there were cranes in the sky. Certain memories my brain would deny. A tear laid in my eye, I was afraid to reply to the hurt that was calling. It came from the sky, an older play cousin. Of course I trust her, but he was touching where he wasn't supposed to be touching. What's a kid supposed to do when they going through what I was going through? Don't know who to go to, you wanna tell somebody. In many ways, I felt somebody, that somebody was me. Now I'm talking to little Rashi, incarcerated heart, man, you gotta be free. I felt it when I told my man I would help with things he was dealing with. I really hadn't dealt with, emotions melted. I began to release it, things you can't change. You can come to peace with, at least get it better for the children of forever. I read the Lord's letter, I forgive our debtors. They don't talk about it, many sharing this story. Memories of home, shared pain and glory.
I'm just trying to find a way, understand. How do I rewind the tape? Been living it. Staying out late and playing in Wonderland. Is it in God's plan? I'm just trying to find my way to understand. Said I'm trying to understand.
Yeah, so that was Memories of Home. I think one thing as I was just listening, one thing I can say about this album too, for me, is like some of the songs I wrote, I didn't like always have a solution or always have the answer. I'm kind of sitting in the memory and like dealing with it, and you know, like just trying to see my way out of it. So that's really what you know, that song is about. That's what it's dealing with. So that was Memories of Home. You know, another aspect of the Let Love, you know, for me, like even the seed of why this book and different things came up, the album, was because, you know, I was having a conversation with my daughter. My daughter called me really late one night, and I thought it was one of those good calls. You know, your daughter called you, like, she don't call me too late usually. So I'm like, first of all, I was worried, like, is everything okay? But then when I picked up, she was talking to me like cool in a regular way. She'd been drinking, so I mean, I was like, man, I'm the cool dad. She calling me while she drunk, you know. So she, you know, the conversation continued on, and it didn't go that way. It ended up being she was not happy with me as a father. And she you know, she spoke about certain things that she felt where I failed her as a father. So it was really like, and you know, when we continued the conversation, it was really at one point me wanting to defend myself and say, well, I did, what about this? But then eventually what I understood was just to listen, right? And just to like allow her to give her perspective. And it gave me another perspective on love by doing that, because love ain't always what I think or trying to fix it. It's just sometimes just listening and understanding somebody and respecting their perspective. So this story and this song is called Show Me That You Love. And it's a story about that call. And it's featuring some more Pender Hughes and Jill Scott. And it's, you know, y'all check it out. This is Show Me That You Love. Embedded in the motion, I'm open, hoping whoever's calling's all in for the low-key. It was O-M-O-Y-E. I read my daughter's name slowly. I was sleeping with the TV on 2 in the morning. Who the hell is this? On some Biggie Warren. Something's wrong, what's going on? You should be undercover swarm. Is there a thunderstorm? Someone done you wrong? Words stumbled on. She mumbled on, something's on. Oh shit, she lit a habit, she got legit. We talked a bit truthfully. I was tired, youthfully. She was high with her friends. I said bye quick. The phone collided with my sleep again 3 minutes later. But there's another layer. She said I didn't care. She said I wasn't there when she was younger. Summer tour buses wasn't enough to show what love is. She said I did things that a dad doesn't, and that she had questions. If I'm a good father, why all the bad judgment? I'm looking past judgment, about to ask something, but she was bag busting. Inside I'm mad cussing, inside I'm sad, dusting off my pride. I thought that I did protect and provide, and I'm a father that's live. What about the rides with you in the backseat? You telling me if it's a whack beat? I came to a few track meets, weekend movies. I got you tickets to Lil Uzi. Truly I tried. She said it's the things that you didn't do, not what you did. It hurt her spirit when she saw me with another woman's kid. Peeled back and thought to love her, I gotta listen. Now love in action is the new vision. She said, Dad, let your actions be your loudest speaker. And now my daughter is now my teacher with love.
Show me that you're there. Show me that you care. I've been looking for you, but you don't wanna share. I've been looking for you, here and over there. Will you stay around this time, or should I be prepared? Show me that you're there. Show me how you care. You like to come around here.
You know actions speak louder than words, right?
Show me that you love. Show me that you care. The space is feeling empty, but you don't see me there. You won't feel the pain, and you won't take the blame. How you come around here, and you just stay the same. Show me that you love. Show me that you care. When is the time for you to pull a chair and tell me who you
That piano was played by James Poyser, the incomparable James Poyser. James Poyser is one of the great pianist musicians who produced on albums from Voodoo D'Angelo to like played on albums to Lauryn Hill's Miseducation to the Roots. He's part of the Roots collective. Played on all Like Water for Chocolate, Electric Circus, like he played on a lot of the stuff. He's one of the like unsung heroes in music, just because he's touched so many. So Mama's Gun, just I can go on a list for classic albums, and he blessed us with that solo. No, you know, well, the question, just so I don't know if y'all can hear it. Wanna?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was like, how does that process work? If you were writing songs about your family, your mother, your daughter, do you give them a heads up beforehand, or do you complete it then show it?
Yeah, I mean, I usually just write it, to be honest, and then, because it's what I'm feeling, and then I do have to sit down and have that talk, like. And I mean, and me and Amoye, my daughter, we really had to like talk this through, because this was a situation that was really, really real. Like it was like issues there. And she was mature enough to be like, yo, we need to, your therapist, let's sit down and talk to your therapist together and like work through things. And I think even the conversation before I even started writing about it in the book or talking about it on a song, we were in the process of resolving and just working through things. And even, you know, her just being able to open up to me about the places where she wasn't happy was like progress, you know. Even though it didn't feel good, it still was her living in her truth and being able to be truthful. Yeah. Oh man, she loves the song. She said, you know, when I played it for her, she was tearing up and said, "Man, you really understand. You understand." I think the song made her know that I heard her. And like in another way. So yeah, she really is into it. She was like proud of me in a way.
Did you mean for this album to be an emotional healing album? Because it is very emotional.
Yeah, it is. I believe I was just creating from a place of my heart and my spirit. And when I said reference Marvin Gaye, I was just thinking about how some of his projects, like the Hear My Dear album, was an album where he just was bearing his soul, and he was that type of artist. And I feel like, you know, throughout my career, I've been very personal and like talked about things that I go through, but it's different when you start peeling off them layers and you kind of like raw, like about things that you never shared, or like when I talked about in Memories of Home, was something that I had tucked away in my mind and didn't even think exist until I was doing a film project and it was about that subject. And I was like, wait, this happened to me. And it was like the memories came back. So when I'm in that state of being raw, it's gonna come out emotional in certain ways anyway. It's not like me sitting there saying, well, let me be emotional. It's really just being in my truth. And if I think, I mean, for me, my intention to create music is for it to be very truthful. From me, I have to be as honest with myself, unless it's a song like where I'm having fun and creating imagination. But if I'm telling a story, I want to be as honest with myself and be as free as who I am, with the hopes of it inspiring others. And but it's hard as a writer to know what everybody's gonna feel. So I feel like you just put your soul and truth into it, and people will receive it the way they receive it. I don't really try to coach them into how to receive it, you know. And I think for me, the best artist that I experienced, whether it's John Coltrane or, you know, or Basquiat, they never, like, I don't think they told us what to do. They just let the spirit come through them, and that spirit's gonna tell you what you need at that time. So that's what I believe. Yes.
Do you have like a ritual, like when you go in the studio, like something that you always do, like either to relax yourself or something that you just do?
Yeah. She said, do I have a ritual when I go into? Yes, I actually do have rituals that, like some of that includes like just having the things that I like, whether it's just water. I like Palo Santo. Like it's you know, I like that. I rapped about that. Like I like Palo Santo. And then, you know, I actually, you know, a lot of times just go say a prayer before I step in the booth. And you know, I do different other things that I won't reveal. but I mean, it ain't nothing crazy, but it's just about some of them are sacred rituals I do. But anyway, so that was but I do have those rituals, and when I go in the booth, I certain things I do the same way. It's almost like, that's why I feel better when I see athletes do their little rituals sometimes. But I'm like, okay, I ain't that crazy, you know. I'm crazy, you know. And I'm. Yeah. Yeah, I do like, it'll be like, whether it could be tea, it'll be water, it'll be you know, like I said, my Palo Santo, I like a little incense, and I say my prayer. That's mostly the foundation of what I do. Yeah. So this next song is called My Fancy Free Future Love, and it's one of the only songs that we got a sample. She said, "Wow, my fancy free future love." You like that? Good. Well, great. I like it. Fancy free future love. You might call somebody that when you know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're like, you my fancy free future love. Yeah. Who knows? Queen. That's right, Queen. Yeah. So this song, you know, it's I love doing love songs about my fancy free future love, like someone like that I care about, or using my imagination to create some of the things that I do want in a partner. So this is a fun, feel-good joint as far as I'm concerned, but it's my fancy. We need that feel-good after some emotional, right? Yeah, it's like, but it's got to be a ride. It's got to be a journey to me. A project, like, life is round, man. Like, some days I feel like very like angry, and moments I feel angry, is moments I feel like, thank you, God, and I'm just in a spiritual place. And then there's moments where I feel like I need to cry, and moments where I do cry, and you know, so I want to give the roundness of humanity of who I am in a project. So this is Fancy Free Future Love.
Yeah. Let's go on. We weather the storm. Love comes through and we get it on. Been through the PM just to see the dawn. They say it never rains in California. That done changed because of global warming. It depends on what you use for a lens. I was told God used rain to cleanse. And you, I got a friend. Your kin is my kin. I prayed for a woman, so I say amen. A gift in my life that can't be boxed in. You don't complain when I watch Sports in the top 10 over and over again. No more holding it in. Let's write a love story. We don't know where it ends. I'm beginning to understand women. You understand forgiving, understand commitment, understand living in love with no division. Understand she gonna be like, nigga, just listen. Girl and me, a king is risen so close. The future don't seem as distant. New shoes, new clothes. Really, that glow is from your inner soul. You a good DJ as long as you ain't blow. Red carpet looks, I tell you when they cold. Pseudo stylists, you know I joke childish. My Gambino is black, not Italian. Let's watch ATL, drink wine and order Postmates. Background music, either Anita or Ghostface. Anytime I get with you, it's a dope date. You juicing, don't lose too much weight. Mindful with Yachty, soul cycle for the body. Yo, hero's Angela Davis, mine's is Ali. I probably couldn't have done this years ago. Relationship journey is spiritual. spiritual, lyrical, written in the sky above. It's a higher love. If it get ashy, we can start applying love. We can work, we can laugh, we can cry in love. Let's get great, then we can die in love. Tell the first responders, this is a fire love. Gratitude to the most high above. Da-na-na-na-na-na, you a part of. Da-na-na-na-na-na, this is sparks of. No matter what they call it, this is God's love. I love, you get spicy anytime I act like a Pisces. That's the only time you really wanna fight me. Can't copy sex, still you can bite me. That could be the start of our black clan like Spike Lee. You help me with my lines, tell me when my raps are whack. When I'm sick, you got remedies to battle back. Your jellyfish theory, we can master that. I love you this lifetime and after that.
Yeah, we gonna take it back up, man. You know, this is a story. It's a journey. I see somebody dated a Pisces because when I said Pisces, she was like, Pisces, come on, some Pisces love. Come on now, hold tight on the Pisces. Be easy now. We sensitive. Well, that was Fancy Free, Future Love. And yeah, like I said, it was a sample, but we also had Nicholas Payton, who's an incredible musician. I mean, he's a great writer, trumpet player, and just musician, and also a guitarist by the name of Sharky playing on that. Sharky played on Forever Your Love, too. So we like adding that instrumentation, even though obviously a lot of our stuff is live. All of it is live besides the two songs I said that were samples. This next song is called God is Love. It's, yeah.
Sensitive, that was the key word. Sensitive, and then just the whole evolution and the growth thing. When you came to Charlotte for the book signing, one of the things you talked about was you have read a lot of, what is that called? Self-help books to help you in your journey. And I was just really curious with some of those titles.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Some of the self-help books I liked. One was called Return to Love by Marianne Williamson. I really liked that book. One of the best self-help books has been the Bible for me, just like because the New Testament I learned a lot about just self and like how to apply things in life. As I read to understand it even more. The Alchemist is a good book. I mean, you know, yeah, that's a great one. And also, I had a book called The Mastery of Love, which was really great. Don Miguel Ruiz, yeah, who wrote the 4 Agreements and all that stuff, yeah. So those are some of the good ones that that I've always been going back to, and you know, find myself going back to. So yeah, speaking of that, this one is called God is Love, and it's really, you know, it explains itself that God is love, and I wanted to just, as an artist, not be afraid to declare my love for God and like and talk about God, because in some spaces, you know, in the world and corporate worlds, and you know, it's like they don't want you to say God or talk about God. I'm like, no, this is truly where I know the source of all this great music is coming from, and life and energy, and just what I want truly to love on the highest vibration. That's in God's way. So that's I named this song God Is Love, and we on it is featuring an artist named Jonathan McReynolds, who's a incredible gospel singer and just singer talent, man, from Chicago. So I was super happy about that. Also featuring Leon Bridges, and additional vocals by another gospel artist and group that I like, William Murphy and some of his team. So I wanted to bring that element of soul without making it sound so traditional, like what you think a choir would sound. So these voices just blend in the way they blend. But it's a beautiful thing. It's called God Is Love. Let's check it out.
The unconditional critical mission, listen to the indivisible mystical. It was meant for you and meant for me infinitely. Even been to prisons to visit you. Ask, what would Christians do? Well, some are harassing Native Americans. If God is love, why is hate in the air again? Search for Samaritans in the hood, misunderstood. A savior comes, will he only come for the good? The lost tribe of Shabazz and the second class. God, I see you in the streets where the checks is cash. Hit you in the heart, be hoping the love will last. I know you in the words where the first is last. They try to use math to quantify you. In 2005, you saved lives by the bayou. I know you in the mouth of the spouse singing I do. The most vital is how I describe you.
Even when the hard times come, I'll be standing in your love. Grateful for this light. You turned on the light. Hey, babe. Even when the hard times come, I'll be standing in your love. Grateful for this life. You turned on the light.
We were Buffalo soldiers, dreadlock rosters, praying to Jehovah Rapha in the back of cop cars. Even then, we knew that love was not far. It's in the passion of the teachers and the rock stars. The Muslim sisters saying, Allah you Akbar. It's coming from where Maya and Pop are. It's in the grandchild stare up at Papa. Love is love became the mantra, the montage for creation. We need it in relation when two ships pass. One love is the flotation. It's what God used to put the planet in rotation. It's what the culture used to build a hip-hop nation. From the basement to the attic where cookies show for magic. It's what we told the world when we said our lives matter. Turn a student to a master, hustler to a pastor. It's why I'm a rapper, it's all that I'm after.
Even when the hard times come, I'll be standing in your love. That's why I am grateful for this life. You turned on the light. God, your love has taught me that. Even when the hard times come, I know that I'll be standing in your love. I am grateful for this life. You turned on the light. Yes, you did. When it's hard, I know you're right there. Where would I be? Rest it all out your love at your feet. Where would I be? I don't know out your life what tomorrow brings. Where would I be? Out your grace. But I know I am so grateful. I am so grateful. Oh, I know. You are the
Give thanks, so. That's the album, Let Love. Thank you. Give thanks. I definitely once again want to shout out and give thanks to the producers, Kareem Briggins, Samora Pender Hughes, and Bernice Boone Bishop, Travis. Definitely want to thank all the creators who participated on it, like from BJ the Chicago Kid to Leon Bridges, Jonathan McReynolds, to LaKaylee 47, Jill Scott, and the songs featuring some more. Just all, like, I'm just really grateful about this project, and like, once again, to the engineers we worked with, from Beatrice to Phil, and yes, and to Kyle, Billy, Michael, all the engineers. I want to make sure I give thanks to studios. We recorded at Electric Lady and at Henson, and man, we just had an NRG in LA. So I just want to give thanks also to Nicole, who's been a project manager on this project, who made this album happen. And, to all the Loma Vista team, to Ryan and the Tom at Concord and the hip hop and Nia and everybody who's working this project, I just want to say how grateful I am. The Purple Agency, Felicia and my team at Lead with Alex and all them. I want to just thank y'all for supporting something that I really care about with my whole soul and heart. Everybody in my Think Common team and everybody on that team, my management, Derek and Tamara and just our team, man, they all made this vision happen. So I'm just really grateful to them, and to God be the glory overall. So I just want to say thank you. And you too, thank you for having us here. Appreciate y'all, Bless.